Welcome to The Jump. I am Rachel Nichols alongside Paul Pierce, Jay Williams. I hope you guys have the time travel spaceships with you today because we have a jam-packed show, and coming up, we are traveling back to the final night of the 2016 regular season where history was made twice. Stick around to relive the Warriors' 73rd win and Kobe's 60-point finale. First, though, Mavericks owner Mark Cuban has told ESPN he has sent a proposal to the league office that would include all 30 NBA teams playing 5 to 7 regular season games before a play-in tournament to determine the final 2 playoff seeds. This is all in a resumed season this July or August. Cuban says all teams should participate in the resumption of the NBA because of the financial impact of fulfilling local TV contracts. Now, in Cuban's proposal, the top 10 teams from each conference would qualify for the postseason, but then be reseeded based on record. So then there would be the bottom 4 teams, they'd all play each other, and then the winners of that would then go on to play the next 2 teams lowest in the bracket, the 15th and 16th seeds, and then that would create our playoff bracket. Now, we should note, guys, that under the regular system, if the Mavs had stayed in the 7th seed, so if we had just gone straight to the playoffs, if that's the plan, well, they play the Clippers in the first round. In Mark Cuban's proposal, they would be number 13 in a reseeded bracket, which would keep them safe, by the way, from the play-in slots that he's talking about. And right now they're matched up against the Clippers, but there would be some regular season games in his plan where they could have the chance to improve their matchup. So I can see why Mark likes this plan. What about you, Jay? Are you in favor of it?
I am. I think, Rachel, any plan that adds a level of intrigue to a season that is already drastically different by any means that we've ever had in the NBA history, I do like it. I think it extends the runway for the league to create more fan engagement. It can help them recoup a lot of those lost revenues that they didn't get a chance to have by TV deals, brand sponsorships, because fans will be more engaged. And I also would take it to the next level. Instead of us just having no seeds, why just not seed it 1 through 16? Let the best record speak for itself, and let's have a season finale in which we can see the cross-pollination between Eastern Conference, Western Conference. Let's just get a true champion, and let's do it that way. Why not?
Yeah, I like that idea a lot more, the 1 through 16. But as far as the plan that Mark is saying, I really don't agree with that. I mean, bringing back all 30 teams. I mean, we're talking about financial issues. What about health issues? That's what the main concern. This is what the holdout is all about anyway. So bringing back all 30 teams gives us further risk of the coronavirus, So I think I like to minimize the number of people I want in this bubble and try to come up with a plan to move forward that way. But if I'm at the bottom and I got 5 games, how motivated if I'm a star on that team to play in that? And then at the end of the day, what I'm gonna say is all the hard work these teams put in throughout the course of this season can go out the drain. Say the Mavericks, don't make the playoff or the play-in. It's just too much to go. And then the number of games that have to be played before the actual playoffs, that it's just too much. I just think we need to simplify it, break down the number of teams, give them a couple games to get in shape, 4 or 5 games just to get in shape, and then let the best go at it. The top 8 teams go at it.
There's a version, too, where you could bring back not all 30 teams, but maybe do what the NHL is doing, where they're having 24 teams come back. So it's a wider group than just the 16 that would have been in the playoffs if the season had ended regularly. But of those 24 teams, they're all in the playoffs. They're basically saying in the NHL, this tournament is different. It's just going to be a different year. It's a different kind of playoffs, and we're going to have a 24-team tournament to see who wins the Stanley Cup as opposed to 16. The NBA could do that too. So instead of those early games being play-in games, maybe those early games are just play-off games. And that way guys like Damian Lillard, who said he doesn't want to come back if they don't have a real stake in it, well, that kind of solves it since they're in the playoffs too. We'll have to see. Lots of proposals being thrown around right now. Board of Governors meeting at the end of the week where we expect the owners to at least to start to hash some of this out. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.